Hi all. In this video we are going to learn about how to prepare analysis once your exams get over. Okay, for our class students, how are we going to prepare this? Okay, so here I have set of marks for my cycle test 2, and this is my class, and here are my students, and here I have marks of these students. Okay, so this exam was conducted out of 20. Okay, so now we are going to do the analysis. Okay, so for the analysis, the basic things we need is total number of students we have to mention here, as we are going to use this in our formula. Okay, and then number of students present, number of students absent, number of students pass, number of students got fail marks, and then highest mark, the topper, lowest mark, subject average, average percentage, and pass percentage. We are going to calculate all these things by using the formula. So once you have prepared for this for your first test or first examination, you no need to do for each and every exams. Once you need to make this template, copy your marks here in this, and then you will be getting all these automatically. Okay, so let us start with the formula. Okay, so first I'm just having total students. So here my class strength is 42, so I'm just entering 42 in all my cells. Okay, I'm just using autofill option. If it is not coming like this and it is coming the sequence number, means go here and select copy cells. Once you finish dragging, you will be getting this box, select copy cells. Okay, so that the same option will get filled, the same value will get filled in all your cells. Okay, so next we are going to calculate present, number of students present. Okay, for this we are going to use count function. Count function is used to count the total values. Okay, here I'm just going to count the values from the first student, I mean the C4. Okay, I'm just selecting the first value, value 1. Okay, so count C4, open parenthesis, C4. Now I'm just going to add the second value, the last value. Here I have to use colon, okay, which means starting place and the ending place. Ending cell is C45. Okay, now close the bracket, enter key. Now present is 41. Okay, so this is the use of count. When the student is absent, so it is automatically reducing the number of students absent, and it is showing you the exact students number present. Okay, now I'm just dragging this formula, copying this formula to all my cells. If you check here, it is saying that all my students are present. So let me check this column. Yes, up to this, no absentees in my class for second language. So this is correct. Okay. Here, as we are having only absent, it is showing absent. And even if you enter TC for those students, few students in our class may get TC at the mid. Okay. And even for that students, you can see. So whatever you type in text, characters, alphabet, that will be automatically considered as the student is absent, and it will calculate the other numbers and it will show you the thing. Okay, so this is how to calculate the number of students present in the class and number of student absent. This is so simple. Total number of students minus number of student present. It just started with equal to symbol. Total number of students, that is C47, minus C48 is number of students present. Enter key, that's it. So for this subject, one student is absent. Now copy this formula for all the subjects. Okay, so now if this is correct, this will also come automatically. Okay, next, number of students got pass. So now to calculate number of students got pass mark, we are going to use the number of students failed, because number of students failed will be lesser than the pass. Okay, so here the formula you are going to use it, equal to number of student present minus number of students failed. Okay, so always when we are doing the percentage, pass, fail, everything, we will not take the entire thing, entire class strength. We will take the count only from the present, those who present for that exam. Okay, so this is C48, that is number of students present, minus C51, that is number of students got fail. Now I am pressing enter key. So now it is 41 because I don't have any value here. Now how to calculate number of students failed? So before that, let me fill this. So here how to calculate number of students got fail. right? Next, we are going to calculate fail marks. How many students got failed in that particular subject? Okay. So as per Excel, we have so many formulas, we have so many steps to calculate this. I'm recommending you to calculate only this manually. Okay. So here out of 20, 80 is a pass mark. So I'm just, I can do it manually, or you can go use filter. Okay. Go to sort and filter, click on filter. Okay, so here you can select custom filter option. Click on this triangle, number filters, and select less than. Okay, so when you select less than, what is the number? It is 8. It should be less than 8, not equal to. Okay, I'm just clicking on 8. So this alone you had to do it manually. So now only one student got less than 8. So I'm just filling it manually by 1. Okay. Now I can go back here. I can click on select all and I click OK. Now I'm doing it for second subject. Number filter less than 8 and clicking OK. So here it is 2 students. So I'm doing it 2. Right. Now going here to filter, select all, OK. Third subject, number filters less than 8. Okay. So here I have 4 students. So I'm entering 4. Now going here, removing the filter. Now number filters less than 8. Okay. So here it is 5 students, so entering 5, and here instead of clicking select all, this time I'm just going to select clear filter option. Now for next subject, number filter less than 8. Okay, so here I can see 0, so I'm just entering 0 here. No students got failed. Clear filter. Now last subject less than 8. Okay, so here I got 5 students, so I'm entering 5 and I'm just clearing the filter. Okay, so only this we are doing manually. As we have so many steps to do this, we should have one more column to find all these. My suggestion is you can do it manually, only fail marks. Okay, now we are going here to the highest mark. So this already I've taught in my previous video how to calculate. Once again I'm showing you. Okay, for this we are going to use max function. I'm just clicking on max. It is selecting a cell range which is not applicable for us. So I'm just going to select our cell, which is C4 to C45. Okay, now we got it. Press enter key. So this is the highest mark in my class. I'm just dragging it. I'm getting the same thing. Same formula got copied in all the cells. Now lowest mark. For lowest mark again I'm going to use min function, minimum function. Okay. So here I'm just changing into C4 to C45. Pressing enter key. So here is my lowest mark in that particular subject. Okay. Now subject average. How to calculate subject average? So here I have average function to calculate this. So C4 to C45, right? I have average function to calculate this and I am done with that. So here is my subject average. Now I have average percentage. What is the difference between subject average and average percentage? Average is only for this exam conducted. I have conducted for 20 marks and this is for 20 marks. An average percentage is for 100 marks. So this we are going to calculate using this subject average only, equal to C54 for how many subjects I have conducted the exam, and as it is a percentage I am multiplying by 100. I'm just clicking on enter. I'm getting my average percentage. Here is subject average for 20 marks and average percentage for 100 marks. So I'm just copying this for other subjects also. Now pass percentage. Pass percentage can be calculated using the number of students got pass mark and number of students present. Okay, so equal to number of students pass divided by number of students present. As it is a percentage, we are multiplying that by 100. Press enter key. So here is my pass percentage. I'm just copying this. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the pass percentage. Now you can cross check it. When I have 0 failures, I'm getting 100% as my pass percentage. Okay, so this is how you can calculate these set of analysis to your class. Okay, By here, I'm just ending this part 2 of our analysis. And in part 3, I'll be showing how to calculate these range 0 to 33 or 34 to 40, 41 50, 51 to 60. How many students appear in this range? How many students got mark in this particular range? So this I will show you in the next video. Thank you all. Happy learning.